Waking Up with...
Me, Shivraj Prasad, your host on Good Morning Grammar. So you're awake with your cup of coffee or tea, reading the papers, opening your email, turning on the telly or on a call with someone, and see or hear the poor use of words or grammar or even pronunciation. Now, any bets you're itching to correct them, but sometimes that may come across as plain rude. Wait, we are here to help you sidestep that sticky situation. Just turn them over to our very own Good Morning Grammar experts.
Tricky Tuesdays with Pallavi Narain.
So Pallavi, you've actually received a listener clip in response to your last episode, and this is from Sudha, a publisher and former TV anchor who I believe is going back to television. Shall we listen in?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to play the clip.
Tuesdays are generally awful. I mean, it's a day which is neither here nor there. It hangs in the middle and I don't know, but this Tricky Tuesdays with Pallavi Narain, I really enjoyed, considering the newspapers aren't doing much for me these days. Close and close, loose and loose. This was so good. It's not like going back to school really, because we've all been to school and different kinds of schools, so why comment? But it's just that we seem to forget a lot of things when we speak a particular language. And this was really so nice, and my kids sat and also listened. I wonder if you would do what is, commonly used and called, I know it sounds kind of perhaps snooty, but Indian English. The best example of that is, what is your good name? Which is a literal translation of Aapka Shubh Naam. Now, when you say Shubh Naam, it's because, in our country, it's kind of considered to be rude for a younger person to ask, an older person for his or her name. So the Shubh, I think, is added so that it doesn't sound so rude. But then to use it in English, what is your good name, is kind of funny. So do you think you'll take it up? But guys, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Much love.
Well, Sudha, you've explained it so articulately. I think what happens is when people are not conversant with the language, often we translate in our heads what we would say in Hindi to English. And the quickest question or self-correcting version of it is that when we ask a question, we have to ask the question back to ourselves. So, for example, what you have said about what is your good name, is there a bad name? Hence, you will take that word out of your language or your communication because it doesn't make sense in this context when you are speaking in English. Repeat it again is an Indianism, or where are you putting up? Or I'm having tea, I'm having a bath. There are a few Indianisms that are really, for want of a better term, popular in our common parlance because our language has also become incredibly colloquial. Questions that have been asked frequently are, where are you putting up? But one must ask themselves, what are you putting up? So, does it mean, where do you live? Because you cannot be putting anything up at a place of dwelling unless it's a photograph. And also, incredibly common one is, I'm having tea, I'm having a bath, I'm having dinner. Having means possessing. So what exactly are you doing? So you have to name exactly what you're doing so people know how they should be responding. So are you getting interrupted during dinner? Are you eating dinner? Have you finished dinner? Are you drinking tea? Are you sipping tea? Are you dropping tea? Are you showering? Are you bathing? because that also gives people the amount of time that they should give you after you bathe. A shower would imply it's quick. A bath maybe imply that it's a little bit longer. You can reach me on the butterfly effect at icloud.com. Email is the easiest because I end up spending a lot of my day on the computer. Till then, see you next Tuesday for more tricky words on Good Morning Grammar.
I hope what you heard was useful, but we'd love to hear from you as well. You too can feature on any episode by sending in your request or feedback with a voice message on WhatsApp on +91 962 547 5442 or via email at shivraj@brevis.in. We'd be happy to read out your message here or even play it on an entire Friday special episode. Have a good day and stay tuned for another fresh episode of Good Morning Grammar.